So more questions coming at you. This one about technology, like GC2 HMT down here on the floor. Let's get stuck in. So question here asking about what kind of stage should you be to benefit from using launch monitors such as GC2 HMT down here on the floor, Kvest analysis. Can intermediate students do okay with a pro using only video to a certain point? So technology and coaching, interesting question. Look, it's a little bit horses for courses, you could argue. There's lots of arguments for this one, and they're all pretty valid. You know, players have done pretty good with even no video, haven't they? Jack Nicklaus was pretty good. Not sure how much he was using video, or say Ben Hogan, for instance. But me personally, so this is now my opinion, I use GC2 HMT on the floor. It's a launch monitor. Gives me great data around the club, how it's delivered to the ball, and what happens to the ball after that delivery, which I use to help people understand what they're doing in their swings a little bit more. Sometimes away from some of the old stereotypes of flat swings and steep swings and all those kind of things. I use Kvest, which you might have seen in my other videos, motion capture software, vests that you wear that gives you three-dimensional data of how you're turning and bending and side bending, all those kind of things, which really help people understand how they're moving their body. I can't, and I've used it with beginners through to tour players. You know, I've used it with everyone. And never really one group more than the other. I tend to use it a little bit with all my students, certainly the launch monitor, as well as the Kvest, and video as well. They all serve their purpose. You can get as good as you want to get with nearly any information, arguably. It's subject to how much you want to know, as close to the facts that we can deliver at the money we can spend at the moment, and it's also subject to your learning style a bit. You know, some people come for lessons and you can see the data sheets of a GC2 HMT or the graph or numbers of 3D biomechanics is nothing. They're just not interested, don't want to know. They just want to hear me say certain language that makes them hit better. Turn your hips more, swing the club more to the right, try and hit down more. They want those words. But then lots of people come and they like to know the facts. They like, even if they're beginner through to a good player, they want to know what angle their club's coming from, what path it's coming from, how the path might deliver, or the plane of the swing might differ from the actual club path. They might want to know how much side bend they want in their hips at impact. They really relate and feel that they can learn better with those kind of more definite measured terms. So there's no argument either way, and certainly this technology's not been in the market long enough to prove it either way. You need to think about what your learning style is, and how your golf is progressing. If you're progressing really well with a pro in a field, not even using video, then why would you stop that progression? But if you feel like you could do with a bit more help and you could do with a bit more information and you feel like you would benefit from some data, some facts, then definitely go and hunt someone who's got launch monitors, Kvest, those kind of things. It's built around learning styles as it is around the actual tech, because the tech's no good. You know, if I give this tech to a 2-year-old, it's going to tell that 2-year-old all these numbers, but they can't interpret them for you and put them in a way where you can understand how that relates to you moving your body or moving this club around your body. So the tech's only as good as the person interpreting it, and vice versa. A person who can interpret ball flights by just on a range watching you hit, and they can change your ball flight into a more desirable one. Well, that's the key, isn't it? As long as they're making you better at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle they're using to do that. Me personally, I like measuring, I like quantifying as good as I can with the money I can spend what you're doing to prove to you how you could be better or worse. Kind of a answer for all cases there. I hope that helps. Thanks for the question, and we'll speak to you all soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.